Hello Sumate, you're welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful kimono jacket with drawstring at the sides. So you know what's on the thumbnail is with Ankara, but I wanted something that I will be able to wear with anything and with a neutral color. So I chose crepe, and you can see how nice it is on my body. If you want to know how I made it, stick around, let's get started. But I want to use this opportunity to wish all of my subscribers a happy new year, and those that are just seeing my video for the first time, I wish you all a prosperous new year. To all my subscribers, thank you very much for riding with me all through last year, as there will be no Come fashion on YouTube without you. I really appreciate. So let's get started. Now I have my fabric folded into four already. You can see it that is folded into four because I'm cutting both the front and back together. Okay, so now is a crepe fabric. Like I said, the color you saw from the beginning of the video is the main color of the fabric. I don't know why the color changed here, so I'm just going to rule a straight line at the edge of the fabric to serve as a guide, because that's where all my measurements will be starting from. So after rolling the straight line now, that will serve as the shoulder line, right? So from this straight line I've ruled, I will go down by 15 inches. That is my waistline measurement, which is my half length, because if you check the jacket very well, you will know that the sleeve, from the sleeve, it is falling, the sleeve is falling down from the shoulder straight to the waistline, if you check the thumbnail photo very well. So that's why I'm using my waistline measurement. Then for the shoulder width, I am using 4 inches for the shoulder width. So you take note of this measurement. Then to get my shoulder slope, I came down by 1.5 of an inch, and I'm going to connect it straight to the shoulder width with my straight ruler. Okay, so now, like I said, from the shoulder measurement on the upper part, I came down by 15 inches. So now to get all of your circumference measurement, I'm going to be using the biggest part of my body to get the rest. So the biggest part of my body is my hip. Okay, so my hip divided by 4. I will place the measurement on this waistline measurement I've measured. Can you see it? Then I'm adding extra 6 inches to it. Okay, to like for the freeness of the jacket. Okay, so I added extra 6 inches to my hip measurement. Okay, so after doing that, the next thing I will do now, so the next step is to determine the width of the sleeve. How big do I want the sleeve? Because you know we're going to connect it, we're going to do an armhole curve for it. So from the shoulder slope now, where my sleeve will be starting from, I came down with 12 inches. Okay, so now I'm just going to use my ruler to connect a little straight line so that I will be able to do the armhole curve. You can see me squaring it up. Okay, then from the square that I've made now, I'm just going to connect it. Can you see what I've done? So now this part now is the armhole curve line. Now what I will tell you to do is that make sure that your full sleeve length is not too far away from your armhole curve, because it's not going to give you the effect of the jacket at all. Do you understand? So you see the way I did it on that part. Make sure you do yours like that. So I'll go ahead and get the full length of the dress. Okay, I'll go ahead and measure the full length of the dress. Then I will add extra 1 inch for hemming allowance to it. So I'm just going to connect it. After getting the full length that I needed for the dress, I will connect a straight line. Then you see the measurement I have on the hip line. It is that measurement now I will extend. The measurement I used on the waistline, it is the measurement I will extend to the full length of the dress. So it's basically just straight. Okay, it's basically just straight all along. There is no curve, there is nothing in it. Okay, so you can see me connecting a straight line from the hem of the dress to the waistline where we did our armhole curve line. So if you want yours to have this same effect as you see in the beginning of the video, please you follow every details of the video. And if you have any question to ask, please, I'm very much available to answer to your questions. Then for the back shoulder depth, I use 1.5, and I went ahead to just connect it freehand. Okay, Then after getting the back neck depth, the next thing we will do now is to get the front depth. So for the front, I used 8 inches, okay? That's the depth for the front neck depth, okay? I used 8 inches. For the back, it is 1.5. For the front, it is 8 inches, and I connected with my straight ruler. So I will just go ahead to cut it off. So after cutting it all through, you know that it is only the back neckline pattern that we've cut out. So we have to cut the front. So for us to cut the front, you have to separate the front from the back. So at this point, my fabric is joining together here. So I'll just go ahead and slit it open so I can separate the front from the back so we can get the front neckline, okay? So I'm just going to fold my fabric on 2 equal parts. You make sure that you fold it very well and they are aligning very well so that you don't make any mistake, okay? So now I will go ahead and cut the front neckline after folding it into 2. If you're still watching my video at this point, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Drop a feedback. What do you think about the video? Both positive, negative. I appreciate all of them. So I will go ahead and cut the neckline, and after cutting the front neckline out, I'll go ahead and slit the middle. And after slitting it open now, I will bring the back pattern, okay? So I'm going to spread the back pattern on the table like so. So after spreading the back pattern, the first thing we'll have to do now to continue with the video is to join the shoulders together. So we're joining the front and the back shoulders together. So you place your fabric on top of each other, right side facing right side, okay? So you can see what I'm doing here. You make sure that you get it right side facing right side. So you go ahead and join the both shoulders. After placing it equally like this, go ahead and join the shoulders with 1/2 inch, okay? So I will do that on both sides. I will go to the sewing machine, do that on both sides and come back. So here now I've gone ahead to join the both sides of the shoulder, and this is what we have. So the next thing we'll have to do now is to go ahead and join both sides, like the sides of the jacket, okay? So now when you're joining the side, make sure that you don't use lesser than 1 inch in joining the sides, okay? So that the strap you'll be passing through it, the strap can pass through it. You know it's carrying strap on both sides. So I'll go ahead and join the sides with 1 inch. I'll join the both sides together and come back. So here now I've gone ahead to join both sides of the jacket, and this is what we have. The both sides has been joined. So what is the next step? What's the next step? What's the next thing we have to do in the video? You know, it is having a curve on the side, okay? On the side where there is joining, there is a curve. So I will go ahead and fold the fabric equally. So here now I've gone ahead to fold the fabric, and this is what we have. You see that the both sides, I'm resting the both sides on each other because the side is carrying a curve, okay? That is the style of the jacket. So after folding them into 2 equal parts like this on the side, I came up by just 4 inches, because if you wash it very well, the curve on the side is not so deep. So the deeper you go, the more opening you will have on the side. Do you get? So I used 4 inches and I used my curve ruler to connect it straight to the center, front and back of the jacket. So after connecting it like so, the next thing now is to cut it out. So after cutting it out like this, by the time you spread it, it is already giving you the curve, okay? Can you see what we have? So when you spread it now, you see that the curve has already, can you see? Now the curve is already there, which is the style of the jacket that we're working on, okay? So the next thing you will have to do now is to go ahead now and add the band. You know, in front of it, it is carrying a band. So it is really not obvious on the photo on the thumbnail because I think we based on editing or something, but it's carrying a band. So I went ahead to notch the midpoint of the back neckline so that I can measure it. I can fold the fabric into two and measure it to get the right amount of band. So what you have to do now, after notching the midpoint for the back neckline, fold the fabric into two like this. Measure it straight down to get the full length of the band you want. Don't forget that we have folded the fabric into two. So whatsoever measurement we get after measuring it down, it means we are getting times two of it, okay? So now let's say I measure it down and I go 50 inches. It means the length of the band I'm working with is going to be 100 because it has to pass round it on both sides. Do you get? So this is the fabric I cut out for the strap, but I realized it was too small, so I cut another one about 2 inches that I turned over for the strap. Then the fabric I'm using for the band to pass round the front part of the jacket is 5 inches. By the time I fold it into two, it will give me 2.5. I will use 2 inches to join it to the main. I will use half inch to join it to the main jacket. Then I will be left with 2 inches for the band, okay? So now what I will do now, we've gotten the band ready. I've gone ahead to cut the band. Since the band is ready, just fold your band into two and place it on the jacket. Then you go ahead to your sewing machine and join it. So what you have to do here, you can see that the band is carrying a joining. That's because my fabric is not long enough to pass round from the other end to the other end of the jacket, okay? So you can join yours also. So this is what you do. You fold the band into two and you place it round the jacket, okay? Then you go ahead and sew it, okay? So can you see what I'm doing? This is what I will go straight to my sewing machine to do, okay? So I will go ahead, fold the band into two, place it on the fabric. Don't forget that you are sewing it on the right side of the band, facing the right side of the jacket. You place it on top, you go ahead and sew it round. After sewing it, this is what we have. You can see the band. I've gone ahead to join the band and you can see it. I will go ahead and weave it by the time I'm done, okay? So the next thing we are going to be working on now is the strap, which I think is the most important part of the jacket. So I went ahead to notch. You see that part we curve a little as the armhole curve. I went ahead to notch it so that by the time you want to spread it or iron it, it will be easy for you. It will be easy for you to relax it, like it will not just be packing. So I will go ahead also and notch the other part of it the same way I notched this other part, so we can go ahead and start creating the channel for the drawstring. Okay, so now if you're still watching at this point, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, comment and share for others to see the video. So now this is the side, and I told you is 1 inch I used to join it, and you can see it that is 1 inch. So I'm going to measure from the hem of the dress of the jacket. Now I'm going to measure how long I want the channel for the strap. So I'm going to be using 16 inches as where the strap will end. So from that 16 inches now, I will go ahead and measure the same thing for the other side because it has to be equal. So I'll spread it open and I will measure 16 inches upwards, which is the channel for the strap. So after measuring it, the next thing you want to do is to go straight to your ironing table and you iron the seam lines open. Spread it open like this. Spread it open and iron it very well so that it will be easy for you to sew on. Okay, so I'll go and do that off camera and come back. So at this point, I've gone ahead to iron it and you can see what we have. Can you see it? So the next thing you will do now is to go straight to your sewing machine and press it down. Just run a straight stitch straight down. On the other side, run a straight stitch straight down. I'll do that and come back. So here now I've gone ahead to press it down. Can you see how neatly done it is? So I have my band. I've already gone ahead to turn the band. I've created the strap. The strap, not band. So I'll go ahead and use my loop turn now to pick the strap, okay? So you can see what I'm doing. If you don't have loop turner, use your safety pin and draw your band to the other side. So can you see what we have? I will go ahead and repeat the same thing for the other side. I will just draw the strap upwards. Then after drawing the strap upwards, the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and press it down on the upper part. Can you see what we have here? You can see how nice it is turning out to be. So on this part, the edge, the 16 inches is ending, go ahead and press it down so that the strap doesn't pull away. Okay, so you just run a straight stitch, you just tighten it down. So after that, the next thing I want to do is to turn the sleeve part with a band, and the band is about 1.5 of an inch. I will first of all go ahead and sew it round. Don't forget, right side facing right side. Okay, so after turning it this way, the next thing I want to do now is to flip it in. Then you fold it first, like you're folding it twice, okay, to cover the seam lines that you first made. Can you see what we have? You can see what I'm doing. Then go ahead and press it down. So I'll go to the sewing machine, I'll press it down. I'll repeat the same thing for the other sleeve, and you can see what we have at this point. The sleeve is done. The both side of the sleeve is done. So now we have to hem the lower part of the jacket, and I have my long strap cut out already. Is about 1.5 of an inch. So before I will go ahead to use it to turn it round, I will open this part up a bit, okay, so that I don't sew on the strap. I will open it up a bit, then I will shift the strap up so I can fold it when I'm turning. So that's exactly what I did. And after that, this is the final outcome, and you can see that it has been neatly turned on the lower part, just like we turned the sleeve, the same way I turned the lower part, and the jacket is ready. If you find this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment and share. If you think I didn't do a good job explaining it, tell me and I will learn. Give me feedback, positive, negative. Tell me how to serve you better. Tell me how to create better videos for you. I will really appreciate. Now you can see the final outcome of the jacket. Once again, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I wish you all the best. I wish you prosperity, everything good, and all of your heart desires will be granted. Bye. See you in my next video.